Today I'm going to give you 3 tips to take the professional images even if you are a beginner. Coming up. Hi everyone, I am Harshvardhan and welcome to another superb episode. If you are serious about taking the professional images, then these 3 tips are going to help you a lot. And if you want to take your photography and photo editing skills to a whole new level, consider subscribing to this channel if you have not already subscribed. And to subscribe, just smash the big red button below this video and don't forget to hit the bell icon as well. That way you will not miss any video from this channel. Having said that, let's get started. So the first tip is think about the lighting. So you might be wondering, what do I mean by think about the lighting? Then let me tell you that there are 2 kinds of light. One is a harsh light, not harsh. My name means happy in Hindi, but I'm talking about the English word harsh. So there are 2 kinds of light. One is harsh light and the second one is the soft light. If you want to shoot the professional images, then you must use the soft light on your images. So how you can get the soft light? Then let me tell you that if you shoot early in the morning or at the time of sunset, then you are going to get the diffuse light. If you are shooting outdoor, you are using the natural light. Most of the photographers prefer to shoot at the time of sunrise or at the time of sunset, because at that time the quality of the light is very amazing, and at that time the light is very soft and it has a golden hue. That is why that is called the golden hour. But suppose you are not able to shoot early in the morning or in the evening, then at that time what can you do? Then let me tell you that even if you are shooting in the mid of the day when light is very harsh, at that time you should go for some shaded locations like under the tree or under the shades, and that way you will get the diffused and soft light and your images would look amazing. But what if you couldn't find the tree or the shaded location? What to do in that condition? Then let me tell you that in that condition you can use the diffuser. Most of the reflectors do have the diffuser inside them, so you can use them and you can point that in the direction of the sun or direction of the light. In that way you will get a soft light on the face of your subject or on your model. That way you can get the better images. So always look at the quality of the light and prefer to shoot with the soft light, or try to diffuse the light to make it softer. Now let's move on to tip number 2. And the tip number 2 is think about the composition. If you are a beginner, then you might be wondering what the heck is the composition. Composition is basically how you frame the scene in your camera. As you can see that camera frame is limited, so if you have certain scene and then you need to decide which part of that scene you want to keep into your image, so you have to crop out rest of the things and keep certain part of the entire scene into the frame, and that is called the composition. And if you want to take the better professional images, go and study the composition. But if you are a beginner, let me give you a quick tip. Suppose you are shooting a portrait shot, then in that case, if you intend to bring the focus entirely on your subject, then you need to put your subject in the dead center and crop out the rest of the things. That way the viewer's eye would be drawn right to the subject. And if you want to show some of the scene in which your subject is at that moment, then you can put your model or the subject either on the right side or on the left side and show some other part of the scene. Here you can use the rule of third. If you want to learn more about the rule of third, check out the video in the description section below where I have explained the rule of third technically. But in general terms, rule of third is basically keeping your subject either on the left side or on the right side and having some negative space on the left side or on the right side. So think about the composition, and composition is basically differentiates between a professional image and a snapshot. So if you want to take the professional images, think about the composition, learn about the composition. This is not that difficult, it's very simple. Now let me give you the tip number 3, and the tip number 3 is think about the background. This tip is closely related to the tip number 2, which is the composition. While composing the frame or the scene, you have to think about the background. So your aim should be to have the distraction-free background. So if you have a subject, then try to isolate that subject from the background or compose it in a way where the distracting elements are not present in your image. But somehow you have taken the shot, but there are certain distracting elements in that image. You can remove that in the post-processing using the stamp tool or the patch tool in Photoshop. And if you want to learn how to use the stamp tool or the patch tool, check out the link in the description section below. So let's talk particularly about the portrait images. As you might have seen that most of the stunning portrait images have the background blur. This is also called the bokeh. So almost all the top professional photographers use the prime lenses to isolate the subject from the background, or in simple terms, to blur out the background so that the subject stands out. And to blur out the background or to have the bokeh effect in your image, you should use the prime lenses. There are many popular prime lenses like 85mm, 50mm, 35mm and one zoom lens, which is the 70 to 200 mm f2.8 lens. These lenses are particularly meant for the portrait photography, and if you are interested in taking your portrait photography to a whole new level, consider getting one of these. The links for all of these lenses are in the description section below. Go check them out. And I have created some videos on 35mm lens and the 85mm lens. If you are interested in learning more about them, check out the description section. So those were my 3 tips which can help you to take the professional images even if you are a beginner. So if you have any question, you can leave that in the comment section below. All I require from you is to like this video and leave something in the comment and try to share it with others who can benefit from this video. And if you have request for any tutorial, follow me on Instagram and leave your request there. You can follow me on Instagram at Harshvardhan Art. Link in the description section below. So thank you so much. Bye bye. See you in the next episode. Till then, keep shooting and unleash the creative in you. Bye bye.